What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Negative Degree Podcast. I'm your host, DJ Frostbite. Again, this is a podcast where we take the phrase such as stay positive or any of that bullshit, and we toss it in the trash, set it on fire. But today, there's a different fucking phrase we're gonna be throwing in the fucking garbage. As a matter of fact, we gonna be beating the shit out of this fucking phrase. And the phrase of today is, but we can still be friends. Because today, ladies and gentlemen, I woke up today and chose violence, vengeance, and anger, if you can't tell by my fucking demeanor right now, because of a bitch I was messing with for the past couple of days. And found out some shit last night. So the energy today is definitely gonna be fucking spicy. Wanna know how spicy? Well, this is how spicy it's about to get. Because see, for me to get into this shit, because I'm probably gonna be doing some yelling and a bunch of other shit. So I had to go and get a friend. Oh yeah, it's gonna be that kind of podcast today, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm gonna take a swig of this real quick. Whew. So yes, before we get into this podcast, I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. I'll give y'all I'll call this the frozen treats. So last night, go to see some homies and stuff like that over at XY for Revenge of the Goth. It's a monthly thing they have over at XY. Hosted and promoted by Doug Richardson, but hosted by my homie MC Lace. You saw him on one of the podcasts. I've been waiting for this shit all month. Now, the theme, they always have a theme for each month, and for this month, it was Star Wars. I personally am not big into Star Wars. I think I've only seen one Star Wars movie, if that. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to fit the theme to support and stuff like that. So went on Amazon, got some shit, no idea what I had to do. But gonna reverse that a little bit because this actually pertains with the title and the theme and topic of this podcast today. Because at this event last month, I met this girl whose name was Victoria. Or is Victoria. I've been talking to her for legit a month. Met her through another girl who I was kind of trying to talk to, but not really, because she was stupid and she got herself banned from Blue for bringing in outside alcohol. What the fuck? So, ended up going to Revenge of the Goth last month. Saw her. Gorgeous girl. White chick, of course. But gorgeous girl, nice face, fat old ass, nice titties, thick weight, she keeps herself in shape. And white dude that her friend knew, whatever, like trying to dance for her, shit like that, couldn't keep rhythm to save his fucking life at all, and also couldn't handle that ass. So I come over and swoop her out, like, hey, look, that dude ain't doing too damn good. Come dance with me. We having drinks, talking shit, messing around. You know, she backing that thing up on me. You know, we doing all this shit and that. You know, we kiss and make out certain part of the night, exchange like Snapchats and stuff. And I was like, you don't got a boyfriend or anything, do you? She was like, oh no, we broke up a while back. Didn't come to find out that one of her exes is actually a DJ in town. So yeah. So literally been talking to each other for a month. We have, until today, a 27 Snapchat streak, which will be getting broken today because I am not texting her to fuck back. Or if I do, I'm gonna just do this. I'll send like a fucking blank. I'll just send this white wall or some shit like that. Like, fuck you. Or just show my face and be like, yeah, you're gonna remember me. So I bet you're wondering, like, well, you met this girl What's wrong? Here's what's wrong. So, going back to last night, before I got to go to Revenge of the Goths, I had to go host trivia. I'm doing what I can, get back in town. I'm texting her, messaging her even before that. She's showing me what she gonna wear and all this other different stuff. I'm like, cool. So I get there before she does. And I'm like, hey, I'm here. Where you at? She was like, she was on her way. Like, cool. I get to dance with her and drink and have fun. That's what I'm thinking in my mind. Having fun. Have some drinks. Have that big old booty like on my shit. Then she goes, so hey, I've been talking to this guy and it's getting pretty serious, and I'm gonna be drinking with him. And I go like, what? And so I was like, why didn't you tell me this earlier? And she was like, I'm telling you now. And so I was like, I'll just leave you alone or whatever when you get here. But then I was like, fuck it. I tell my homie Lace what's going on. I tell some other people that I know what's going on. I see when she walks in, shit like that, barely even fucking talks to me. So I tell my friend Lace about this shit again. And me, if you saw me last night, I had a fucking dual fucking lightsaber where I couldn't just fucking put in a pocket or like collapse or whatever. So I headed to Lace, stormed over there. And I'm like, hey, what's up? Just like trying to talk and shit like that. Dude fucking introduces him to himself. I don't give a fuck. Still talking to her, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Trying to get her to dance and do all this other shit. So she comes over to the dance later on, and I pull her to the side. I was like, hey, I told dude, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna talk to her real quick. Pull her to the side, and I was like, so what's going on? Is he your boyfriend? What is this? And she's like, oh, well, we've been on and off and this, that, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, so we've been talking for a whole month. Why didn't you tell me you were talking to somebody else? You tell me you like me, you tell me I got a chance and all this other shit. We making out and fucking in the club and in the parking lot, making time to hang out and shit like that. Why didn't you tell me you're talking to somebody else? And she was like, oh, well, this is just, it's been an on and off thing and I really like him and this and that, blah, blah, blah. I was like, so, and dude looks like shit, like he ain't nothing. And like most of these fucking Wichita dudes don't look like shit. Fucking scrawny little white boy. I don't know who the fuck's calling me. But yeah, scrawny little white dude, don't look like shit. I'm just like, I don't understand why you choose that little scrawny dude over somebody that like me. And then she goes with, oh, he might not look like shit, but he's great in other ways. And I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, so what the fuck? Like what's up? And then she hit me with the phrase. Everybody. But we can still be friends. When were we ever friends? Guys, fellas, you gotta feel me on this. And ladies too. You don't really mean that shit. You don't mean that shit. And first of all, when the fuck were we ever friends? When I first met you, we weren't friends. You had your ass on my dick. When the fuck was we friends? We was making out in the club, in the parking lot, and other different shit. When were we friends? What, when we texting each other and I'm telling you how fine and shit you are? No, we were never fucking friends. I had the intentions of trying to get some ass and trying to get with you. When the fuck were we friends? Matter of fact, if who's ever watching, leave a comment, shit like that. I'm streaming on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and all that stuff. Leave a comment because I want to see some shit in there. I got the chat literally right over here. Send something in because I want to see some people get into this conversation. And for me, honestly, it's not a jealousy thing. It's not a it's not a jealousy thing because I'll be honest, and everybody knows this about me. I'm a fucking humble ass person. I am rarely fucking arrogant. But I knew as soon as I seen that motherfucker, hands down, I was way better looking than that motherfucker. Was a way better match for this girl. And for all of them, for all the people that knew that saw him, I could whoop his fucking ass. But to keep going with the conversation, where she's at the, oh well, we can still be friends. I was just like, no, I don't want to be just friends. Like, we've been talking and doing all this other shit. You know, I told you how I really felt about you. Literally the day before, Wednesday, I told her, I was like, hey, can I be honest with you? And she said, sure. I was like, honestly, I like the fact that, so she's a nurse, she's in the military, she got stuff going on, and I love that. You know, she's fucking busy. And I told her, I was like, I like the fact that we both work crazy jobs, because when we do get to hang out and we see each other, it feels special. It doesn't feel like an obligation to hang out and try to see each other and shit like that. When we talk, you know, or through on Snap and shit like that, it doesn't feel like a waste of time. It doesn't feel like I'm bothering you. It doesn't feel like you bothering me. Shit like that. It's we are trying to have a conversation or whatever, like trying to keep contact with each other. And I do like that, because I want some kind of contact with somebody that with somebody that I'm interested in. And I was interested in her a lot. It's not a lot of, and I even told her, and I'm being dead serious when I say this shit, and I don't care if you're a female watching this, I don't give a fuck. I literally told her, you were the one girl that in this entire fucking town, hell, in this entire fucking state, that I thought had a fucking brain, had a personality that matched mine, whatever, thought we were compatible. It wasn't just about the fucking body and looks and shit like that. It was the fact she was a fucking hard worker. We had the same personality and all shit like that. I'm like, damn. And like the fact it lasts this long, of a month and shit like that, and there was no red flags. I didn't see anything wrong going on. And then this bullshit happens, I was like, nah. I'm like, ain't no way in hell. And I'm trying not to fucking lash out. I'm trying not to yell. Honestly, to be completely honest, and I even told this to a couple people and some of the fucking security guards, I was trying not to whoop that dude's ass. And I know some of you are thinking, well, why would you beat him up? And here's the thing. He's not the problem. The other guy, he's not the problem. He's the cause of the problem, but he's not the problem. And I can only beat him up. I can't touch her, because one, I'm a decent dude. I'll say that. I don't fucking put my hands on a woman unless it is self-defense. And I say that shit out loud. I will never put my hands on a woman unless it was out of self-defense. Because if you throwing hands at me for no fucking reason, I'm throwing hands back at your ass. I'm just gonna pick you up and throw you somewhere. I'm a big ass fucking dude. I'm 6'5" and fucking 300 pounds right now. If you fucking try to throw hands at me for no damn reason, I'm defending my damn self. I don't give a damn. I had permission from my fucking mama and dad. I don't give a shit. Like, I'm either gonna restrain you, and if I can't restrain you, then yeah, we throwing some hands. But other than that, I'm not putting my hands on a fucking woman, and I'm not finna put my hands on a bitch either, because that's what she was at that point. And I know I know people was like, oh well, you shouldn't say. I'm like, no, I can say whatever the fuck I want right now. See, the episode I did last week when I was like, I need to stop doing extremes, I'm throwing that shit out the window for this fucking episode today, because this is some bullshit. But going back to my point, the guy is the cause of the problem. She is the actual problem, because instead of her just telling me from the get-go when we first met, hey, I talked to this guy, he's my ex, but we were on and off or whatever, this and that, blah, 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 then it would have been a different story. It would have been okay, now I know how far I could talk to her with this and that, blah, blah, blah. Because it could be a thing to where she gets back with this dude and then I'm left by my damn self. And I'm not talking to anybody else. I did invite somebody else, and it is a female, but I don't fuck with her because I found out from some homies that I knew that she fucks around with a bunch of different dudes. And also, she is the other chick. She's boring as fuck. She's super fucking boring. She's fucking self-centered and all this other shit. But the primary chick, the one that told me that she has a fucking boyfriend that's on and off and shit like that, that could have been something she could have told me a long time ago. Like again, from the get-go. That'd be like me being like, hey, I'll talk to other girls, but you're the main person that I talk to right now. If I was that her person. Me, I'm talking to no one. Legit, no. She was the one person I was talking to. Like, I can go on fucking Snapchat. It's literally damn near every fucking day since we met. Well, actually, since we fucking met until yesterday, we were talking. So, I'm still in XY, and I'm just getting pissed because I see him, different places. I see him on the fucking dance floor. Dude can't even fucking handle her. Like, he can't fucking keep a rhythm. He can barely fucking do anything. Is she trying to get all on it? She's trying to, like, grind on him, shit like that. He can't do nothing. I'm just like, I'm just looking like, why is she with this dude? What the fuck is it about him? Like, what does he got? Fucking money? What is it? Like, do we got a fucking powerful family and shit like that? I don't fucking get it. Is it because he's white and I'm fucking black? Because I do get that shit a lot. I get that shit a lot. I didn't fucking get it. And like I said, I wanted so bad to punch this dude. If I was a different type of dude, I would have fucking probably punched her. On some real shit. I would have fought. If I was a different type of dude, probably would have fought her. But no. Because of who I am, but also how pissed I was last night, I tried so hard not to go up. Step one was going up to him and then being like, oh, so did she not tell you about me? Because me and her been talking for the past month before she got back with you and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And she just told me about you today. That's what I wanted to do, to make her look bad. Because I'm like, you're not finna make me pissed off and then think you're not gonna get your cake and eat it too, type of thing. Because I came up here and wanted to see you. You've been knowing that for the past month, and she even knows. Well, not even the past month, the past like 2 weeks, because we saw each other like a few weeks ago. So she knows that I've been waiting to see her because we both been working crazy fucking hours. She works a lot of times during the week. She does stuff during the weekends. I do a lot of stuff during the week, and I work during the weekends. I have weddings, fucking proms, and all this other different shit. DJing bars and clubs and stuff like that during the weekends. I did a fucking impromptu set last Sunday with the big homies of Tail Light Rebellion. Shout out to y'all. We're both busy. And the fact that, and I even told her, I was like, I'm excited to see you tomorrow. And the fact that she waited until yesterday, until last night to tell me that she had a dude, that is the bullshit part. And see, the thing that I hate is women have this thing where they think every dude is a player or trying to do something to them, when in reality, they're the ones fucking playing the games. I'm not gonna generalize on this one because there are a lot of good women who I wish I could find a better word for women. I'm not gonna say goddesses because that's way too fucking far up there. So I wish it was a different word I could use aside from like female and women and stuff like that. Oh no, okay. For actual real women, I'll say women, and then for all you fake bitches, I'm gonna say females. So for all the females out there who you try to treat dudes like shit because you've been through shit, and then you crying and bitching and moaning, being like, oh, I wish I could find a nice guy who treats me right and da-da-da, blah, blah, blah. And you got somebody like me who is honest, straightforward, treats you right and shit like that, doesn't put his fucking hands on you or put you down and nothing like that. You treat us like shit for another dude. Is that fair? No. And I know life ain't fair. That's the reason why I do this fucking podcast. But the fact that I'm a decent person, trying to be the showing her that I'm interested in her from the get go. Told her straight up forward. I was like, I like you, want to get to know you more, da da da, blah blah blah, shit like that. Showing interest. The fact that we have the streak on fucking Snapchat that we do, you think I really want to do that shit? No, but it's taking time and effort into doing this. I could give two fucks about that shit, but it is the fact of, hey, I'm trying to show her that I'm interested. So if this is what she wants to do, I'll get on board with it. Even though I don't like taking pictures, I'd rather just fucking text. I wish the fucking streaks would just be like through fucking texting and shit like that, but no, you gotta fucking take pictures and shit, which is dumb to me, but whatever. And it's all could have been avoided if she just would have said the shit from the get-go. But the thing that really pissed me off was the fucking trigger phrase. The "we could still be friends." I say this again. When were we ever fucking friends? I met you through one of your friends who I was trying to get with the week before. And then I met you, saw how crazy fucking drunk your friend was getting. And I was like, oh no. Then transition talking to you. Even before that, and I'm not trying to make this like I get it. I got scumbag fucking tendencies, and I'm not trying to make it seem like, oh well, I saw her friend, the one originally I was trying to talk to, and then I saw this chick, and I was like, oh, I want her more. No, again, she got her dumbass banned for bringing in outside fucking alcohol into a bar when she was already drinking inside the bar. But she had fucking left, came back in, go to the bathroom, and then left back out with outside alcohol, and then thought she could get away with it. Stupid. So I was like, okay. Like I'm not even gonna try. Like I'm not even attempting to do anything on that. It's not even I'm trying to fuck anymore. But with this, like I said, this all could have been avoided if she would have just told me in the first place. But then tried to save face and be like, oh, we can still be friends, and you can still talk to me and this and that, blah blah blah. I was like, I don't want to be friends. I don't want to be just friends, because we've been more than just friends since we met. And I told her straight up, and this could be a trash thing to say or whatever, but I don't care. I was like, I hope your shit don't fucking last with this dude. I hope that you fucking leave him or he fucking leaves you. You got to come back to me. And it's fucked up. Yes, it is. But I don't care, because I'm like, we were the ones fucking talking. Me and her. Am I butthurt about it? Yeah. I'll say it straight up for it. I am. I am pissed off, and I'm hurt. I am a little bit hurt about it, because out of all the shit, literally all the shit that I had to do, it's not, well, it's the fact of being a decent person. I wasn't doing anything fucking wrong. I was giving her fucking space. I wasn't blowing up her phone. I wasn't making it to where it's like, oh, I'm trying to hang out all the fucking time and shit like that. I did want to see her, but she had shit to do. I was like, hey, you know what? We can hang out at different times and blah, blah, blah. Cool. She's never seen me DJ. She never seen, like, none of that. Like, we've only, like, partied and shit like that. We've gone out, gone to clubs and shit like that. But she has never seen me DJ. We've never gone out to eat and shit like that, which I wanted to do. I legit wanted to do, but like I said, she was always busy. Probably busy with this motherfucker, but hey, I can only do so much. But I told her off. I was like, I don't want to be just a fucking friend. Like, I'm still going to flirt with you if I see you. I'm still going to touch your ass, because that's what I was doing when I first met her. Legitimately. Like, the first time I met her, she was grinding on me, dancing on me, like grabbing on her ass, fucking motorboated her Like picked her up, did all this shit. We was fucking kissing and making out and doing all this shit. Literally told the second time we hung out, literally told me that I had a chance and I was somebody that she goes for. Apparently that was a fucking lie. Because apparently she goes for scrawny white guys who can't grow fucking facial hair. And it's just very fucking weird and awkward. But just a typical white guy. And it just pisses me off because it feels like I'm the one that did something wrong. When in reality, I did nothing. I did everything fucking right. The things that all of you females always ask to be like, oh, I want a guy who's honest with me, who gives me space, who treats me right, who does this, who does that. I did. I wasn't some fucking creepy dude being like, hey girl, I want to fuck you and smash her. I'm like, no. I was like, hey, I gotta work, you gotta work. Like I'll text you when I can. Give her space. It wasn't like me fucking hitting her up every fucking like 2 minutes and shit like that. Be like, hey, what you doing? Hey, this and that. No. When she was at work, I was probably still fucking asleep, getting up, seeing a message from her, and then responding back, and then that's how the shit fucking started. The last time we hung out, went to XY with one of her friends who she ended up telling me that she tried dating him and then shit didn't fucking work out. And she was trying to get him a girlfriend or whatever. When we hung out that day, thought dude was fucking gay. And then I even told her, I was like, are you sure he's not into you? And she was like, oh no, there's no. I'm like, and she was like, oh, I don't like guys like him. I was like, I like taller guys. I was like, me. Then I was like, oh, so I got a chance. She was like, yeah. And it was all like happy, like getting all close to me and stuff like that. We kissed and all that. So I'm thinking I'm a fucking shoo-in. Then all this happens. And it's probably some of y'all being like, oh, well, you're being petty and it's not fair. I'm like, no, it's not fucking fair. Am I being petty about it? Yes, because I've gone through this shit way too many times. And it shouldn't fucking happen. When you're giving somebody the time and the attention and the effort, and you are being day one honest with them and straightforward, telling them your intentions, and they can't meet you the same way, it's bullshit. And it's probably some of y'all females being like, oh, well, she don't owe you anything. No, she fucking does. Because, again, like I just said, she wasn't fucking honest. It's about honesty. If I gave you that same level of honesty, you gotta fucking match it. This is when shit fucking happens to people because they don't want to be fucking honest. They try to hold shit in and try to be sneaky because they want more than that. Or as I found out today, trying to have a fucking roster of dudes, and I'm just like, I'm not finna be on that shit. I'm not a fucking role player. I'm the fucking leader. I'm the main guy. I'm the centerpiece. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I'm worth more than just playing a fucking side role. And I didn't used to see that about myself. I used to be like, oh, I don't mind being a rebound dude. I don't mind being this. But no, now I know what the fuck I'm worth. I know what I bring to the table. I know what I benefit. And I'm not doing that shit anymore. I might see myself as not very attractive and shit like that, but I tell you for damn sure, I got fucking values, I got benefits, I got qualifications, all that shit like that nobody could fucking match. No other fucking dude or a certain percentage of us or certain percentage of guys can fucking bring to the table. That isn't just fucking, oh, I got money and shit like that, or a fucking big dick. Like, that's nothing. You think a fucking big dick and all this other shit is all that counts? No. Because that's all it's gonna do is just make you fucking dickmatized, which I've done before. But how about a dude actually treats you like you're supposed to be treated and then tells you when you're fucking wrong? And a lot of dudes that'll do that. It's a lot of dudes that fucking kiss your ass. It's a lot of dudes that will do that so that way you make you feel better about yourself. And they're just fucking lying. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. If you say something and it's fucking stupid, I'm like, that's fucking stupid. And I'm gonna tell you why it's stupid. And then you might feel bad about it, and then you'll realize later on, yeah, that was stupid. I'm glad you told me that. If you dressed and looking crazy, I'm gonna tell you, you look fucking crazy wearing that shit. You might get pissed off at me, and then when you walk out the door, and then you don't like what, or you look in that mirror and you don't like what you see, you'll be like, yeah, you were right. Thank you for being honest. I will never understand the fucking female mind. I never have. I tried to for a while to like try to get into like the female psyche of okay, what does a woman want and shit like that. But apparently I don't fucking know anymore. Some of y'all just want other fucking females that look like dudes. That's what it seems like. Oh, y'all want these fucking little gay ass dudes, those little skinny, scrawny fucking white dudes that don't look like shit, or that look like fucking Pete Davidson and shit like that, and bring nothing to the fucking table. Which even I don't even want to get on fucking Pete Davidson shit. That dude had to get help from a fucking from man school 101, a fucking podcast about how to fucking pick up chicks, and this dude still lives with his fucking mom, and somehow this dude got fucking Kim Kardashian and a bunch of fucking fine ass chicks, and I don't understand it. But anyway, it fucking sucks to feel like I did something wrong when it was her fault. Just like even before this, when I first moved to Wichita and I was talking to this girl, Katrina, thinking everything's fine, we going out doing this and that, blah, blah, blah. Then come to find out she goes and tell me, oh, well, I'm talking to other guys that are in different states. And because you live closer, you have a better chance. And I was 25 and I'm being stupid. I'm being fucking blinded. Cause I'm just like, you know what? I was doing the dumb girl thing. And I'll say this out loud. I was doing the dumb, stupid girl thing of, oh, maybe I can change him. When they try to change a man, I was like, oh, maybe I can change her mind and, you know, she'll see me for me and this and that, blah, blah, blah. Nope. She complained about fucking everything. She complained about my car. She complained about the clothes I wore. She complained about so much shit. I'm just like, why does it matter? And this is when I was driving a fucking 1992 Buick, which if anybody saw that car, you could hear that shit from a mile away. You could hear when I pulled up. That shit was so damn loud. It was two-door, that the fucking handles didn't work. I had to use fucking twine to open it from the inside. Like, but that car got me to like 2 years with that shit. I got that car for like $300 when I was at my brokest and drove that shit till that shit broke down. But complained about that because she had a brand new car that she couldn't fucking afford. Didn't even have fucking insurance. Had 3 kids and all this other shit. And was complaining and bitching at me about what I had. And my shit was paid off and all that stuff. When I first moved here, I didn't have a job. Then I ended up getting like 3 jobs. I got my wedding DJ job that I've still been working through that company till this day. I was working at some stupid fucking cell phone place. There was some company while I was working at Sam's trying to fucking sling cell phones, and people just keep telling me not interested, stop talking to me. Why the fuck do I need a new cell phone for and all that shit? Out there grinding. And then she leaves me and goes to talk to a dude, this fucking black dude who smoked cigarettes, what she hated, smoked weed, which she hated, was a big alcoholic, which she kept saying she was trying to stop drinking, was beating her up, and got her fucking pregnant. Then she found out that he fucked his ex-girlfriend when they were talking, whatever, before she moved him out here from fucking Florida or Kentucky or whatever the fuck she tried to say, and then kicked his ass out of her place after 3 weeks. Me and her were talking for 3 months. Actually, no, before that. We were talking from June, July to August when that shit happened. Somewhere around there. So she took away months of connecting and talking and dating, like literally going out on dates, for a dude that she liked when she was in high school, treated her like shit, only liked her because she looked good now, because when she was in high school, she was fatter, and yeah, just beat her up and shit all the fucking time, and then got her pregnant, and then she couldn't afford an abortion. So Pretty sure she, like, so still had the kid probably sometime last year or whenever the fuck that shit happened. Yeah, it was 2019 when that happened. So yeah, 2020 she had it. Oh, then also was talking to other dudes who were crappy and shit to her. And then still tried to blame me and then told me that she didn't want to be with me because of the way I reacted. Because I told her when she told me that she had a boyfriend, I had to be cool with it. I told her straight up, I was like, oh, well, I hope your relationship doesn't last. I hope he cheats on you. And if I'm being completely honest, I hope you walk into your house and he's fucking another chick in your bed. And I don't care. I did not give two fucks because I was just like, you are not about to tell me what I should feel and what I need to do when I spent money, time, effort, attention, and a bunch of other shit on you. I wasted all of that on you. And I feel the same way with this chick, Victoria. I wasted time. I wasted time and effort on someone who probably didn't give a fuck about me, who made it seem like they did, and at the entire time was talking to somebody else, and they were trying to put me on the back burner and try to be like, oh, well, we can still be friends. Fuck being friends. I don't want to fucking see you anymore. Then the best part about it, let me go back to when I brought her to the side to talk to her. And I told her all of that. She tried to be all like, oh, well, I'm not the one to really match with because, I don't even think I'm going to see the age of 30. She's 22, by the way. I don't think I'm going to see the age of 30 because, I'm really depressed all the time and I'm unhappy and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, really? I'm unhappy all the fucking time. And I'm not even just saying this just to say it. I am unhappy all the fucking time. From when I wake up to I gotta have the best day ever. And something like small could happen to me. I'm gonna remember that small thing that made my day hell over the entire day that made me happy. I could wake up and find out I had fucking $500,000 in my account right now. Real shit. I could wake up tomorrow, get a call saying that all of my debt that is on my credit right now is wiped away. My car, it got paid off, and a bunch of other shit. And like I said, the smallest thing could fucking happen, and I would hate the entire day. And I told her, I was like, you want to talk about depressed? I'm that all the fucking time. And you were the one person that made me happy. You were the one person I was excited to see. Aside from like other people that I knew that was going to be there. But she was the one girl I was happy to see. That I wanted to see. Because I've been waiting fucking weeks to see her. Because she got this new dress where she kept saying how she was going to fucking take it back because it was too short, because she got too much ass and all this other shit. And she was going to get a larger size. I was like, girl, no one's going to fucking care. It's XY for fucking Revenge of the Goth. All these girls going to be fucking showing ass and titties and everything else. It ain't going to matter. Still had the same fucking dress, didn't fucking return it. She's like, oh, it cost too much money, so I'm going to return it and get a bigger size. She didn't fucking do it. Shit was hella short. And I just went in because I was just like, I even told her, like, I said, you were the one girl I was excited to see because we hadn't seen each other in a while. And I even told her, and I think I said it earlier, but I'll say it again. I was like, you heard what I told you yesterday. I was like, I like the fact that we both work how we do because when we see each other in person, it means more. It's special. It doesn't feel like an obligation. It doesn't feel like, I'm annoying you or you're annoying me or anything like that, because there are a lot of people that I used to hang out with and hang out with now that annoy the fuck out of me, and I hate being around them sometimes. And that might be the reason why you don't see me all the time. But with her, it was different. Or at least I thought it was. And then the shit happens. And then I'm sitting there, I'm talking to somebody else who I knew and was trying to talk to months ago. And I tell her what's going on. And she's like, damn, that sucks. Then telling other people, oh man, that sucks, but... And I want to say this. I want all of you to know this. And I don't care how fucking harsh it sounds. I don't care how mean it sounds. Stop saying stupid fucking cliches like, oh, you gotta stay positive. Oh, there's other girls out there. Oh, there's plenty fish in the sea and all the other dumb shit. Because it's not. For one, it's not fucking helpful at all. It's not what I want to hear. The last thing I want to hear from somebody is, oh, you gotta forget about her. There's plenty of fish in the sea, and you gotta stay positive. The other one is the right one will come soon enough. You gotta be patient. I was like, what the fuck I gotta be patient for? First of all, the whole thing about staying positive. What the fuck do I have to be positive about? Till this day, I've had no successful relationships. To this day, I've either been cheated on or I had like very, very bad experiences in relationships. What the fuck is going on? Stupid fucking pop-up. Or finding out that, just like today, finding out that the girl I was into is talking to other dudes or fucking another chick. I remember the first time I went to college. I'm 18 years old, fresh out of fucking high school, going to fucking Lincoln Tech in Indianapolis. I meet this black girl. Trying to help her and her friend, try to fucking get up into the swimming pool because it was closed or some shit like that. And she invites me over to her place. And I ask her, point blank fucking period. I was like, so do you got a boyfriend? And she didn't say fucking yes, and she didn't say fucking no. See, this is how girls fucking trick you. This is how they fucking trick you. She told me, if I had a dude, you wouldn't be here right now. And my dumbass 18-year-old brain being like, oh, okay, that sounds accurate. That seems fucking right. And I think back on that shit because she invites me over later, forgets that I was coming over, and brings a dude, and they go straight into her room, and I find out they were fucking. She got pregnant, and then end up staying over there, not knowing what the fuck is going on that night. Try to get her to come lay with me and shit like that, because I'm in their fucking living room on a fucking just straight mattress on floor in their living room. Dogs in the fucking kitchen just keeps fucking yapping, like barking every 3 seconds. Can't fucking sleep. Because I couldn't get into my apartment where I was staying at because my roommates fucking locked me out. And then later on, that's when I found out, that was her fucking ex-boyfriend, a boyfriend that was fucking, and then she got pregnant. Then she stopped fucking talking to me. Then was trying to get with one of my roommates because he had dreads and shit. I'm just like, I just can't fucking win. I don't know. This is why I always come up to the question of, is it me? Is it something about me that this shit happens? Like, am I not handsome enough? Am I not tall enough? Am I not dark enough? Am I not light enough? Am I not this? Am I not that? Do I not have do I have not have a nice smile? Do I not have a nice enough beard? Does like what are my ears fucking uneven? Is it something about me personally that this shit always keeps fucking happening? And I want to say yes, but at the same time I want to say no because a lot of you females don't know what the fuck that you want. And I hate the fact how they say that women mature faster than guys when I don't feel like that's accurate either. Yes, as guys, we do act like fucking dumbasses a lot. But there's a certain point in time where we know exactly what the fuck we want. It may change over time, but it still stays steady and fucking consistent. With females, sorry, not women, with females, it changes all the fucking time. It goes to, oh, I want a guy who treats me right, to, oh, I want this fucking asshole who has a fucking Harley Davidson and drives it with no helmet, to having a fucking guy who's like twice as old as you as a fucking sugar daddy just paying for all your shit. Yeah. And I think I told the story on one of the episodes on here. When I was living in Garden City, 3 hours from Wichita, it was this girl who was a friend of another. It was a girl of a friend of another girl that I knew, and we used to hang out all the time. And I asked her out, whatever, and she was like, "Oh, we're not compatible, this and that, blah blah blah." Like, tell me this shit all the time. Then I found out she was fucking every black dude in the goddamn town. And you think I'm over exaggerating? I'm not. I'm not. She literally fucked every dude in the town, aside from me. Then I find out probably about a year or two ago, she's marrying a fucking cop. A white cop. I remember the one of the times I was gonna end my life because of this same girl. Because I was at my lowest point of my life. I lost my job. I lost my car. My dad was treating me like shit. I couldn't go anywhere. I was on fucking withdrawal from fucking alcohol. I was drinking nothing but fucking water, like shitty water, and eating like hot dogs and fucking Frosted Flakes almost every day. Because that's all my dad would want to fucking buy me. Because I had nothing. And the one time I was able to go out, I had a friend pick me up. We ended up going to this club, well, sports bar. They tried to make a club that what the fuck was even the name of that place anymore? I don't even know. Found out the place they were like fucking selling they were selling meth inside the place, and then they were letting in minors. Can't even remember the fucking name of the place anymore. But went there. It's like Halloween or some shit like that. And I see her. She's with some black dude. Then I see another girl who I messed with like a while back. She's just like, oh no, like acting like she don't fucking know me and saying all this dumb shit. It's another girl that I like who act like I don't fucking exist. And I'm having a shitty fucking time. I can't go home. Well, I can, but I don't want to walk home. Let's put it like that, because it's too damn far, and it's cold as shit outside. So I don't want to walk home. Can't leave. Can't go anywhere else. Then, to make life worse, the club decides to do a twerk contest where you gotta have a partner. And I'm just like, oh great. And all three of them girls go out there. I'm just like, fuck this. And the one chick who was fucking all the black dudes in the town, she gets out there. She busting splits and doing all this shit. I go outside. I'm like, I can't fucking handle this. Like, I'm legit. I'm sad, I'm hurt, I'm frustrated, I'm angry, I'm all this shit. And I'm trying not to show it. Then I finally get home because my homie finally comes back because he's trying to get some chick at a different place, and I didn't go leave with him. And I finally get home, and I'm in my room, and I'm on the fucking verge of tears. I'm being completely honest with y'all. I was on the verge of fucking tears. I'm hating life. Which I already did fucking hate life. I still hate it till this day, but I'm just like, I hate how everything is going. And give me 1 second. I'm going to show y'all something. Again, I'm at home, sitting there in the dark. No TV on, no music playing, no anything. And I grabbed this. I legit grabbed this. Because I'm like, life can't get any fucking worse. So why am I still alive? This is a fucking box cutter from Dillon's when I used to work there. If anybody fucking works at Dillon's, they know how sharp these shits are. From when you first get them to probably like, I don't even know how, like I've had this shit for like 4 years probably. This shit is still fucking sharp. I've cut my hand open with this before. Literally all right here got cut open. That's how sharp this shit is. And I literally sat there. I was about to slit my wrist that way and going up and end my life that moment. And I stopped myself. Because I thought to myself, why should I ever let a woman have that power over me? I've gone through so much shit that I was going to let a woman who didn't give a fuck about me make me want to end my life. And I never wanted to feel that pain ever again. I never wanted that emotion ever again in my life. And that is the exact feeling I felt yesterday. But it wasn't I wanted to end my life moment. It was I was going to fucking risk it all moment. I was going to beat that dude's ass and get kicked out of a bar or get kicked out of a club that I'm trying to be able to DJ in for the next event in July. A bar and a club that I fairly frequently go into. And I know some of the DJs that go in there, that play there on a regular. I know some of the people that go in there. Hell, the fucking bartenders in there are cool as shit. The one female bartender, I don't even know what the fuck her name is, but she got the fattest fucking ass. She could probably use her ass as a fucking like drink thing instead of fucking carrying it. She could just be like, all right, boom, boom, and it's. But I'm getting off the subject. But I literally looked at it. I was like, I'm at the lowest point of my life, and it's not me losing my job because of me being stupid, because of almost using this on someone else, by the way. But losing my job, losing my car when I only had 2 more months left of payments, having my dad treat me like shit and telling me that I don't have initiative and I'm a nobody and all this stuff when his ex, who is now dead, by the way, didn't want to fucking get a new car, was driving the same piece of shit that she had since college, was crying because the degree that she had wasn't good enough for her to be a teacher, so she had to go back to school, and a bunch of other shit. Oh, couldn't cook, couldn't clean, couldn't fucking wash dishes at all. Couldn't even load a fucking dishwasher the right way. Couldn't cook to fucking save her life. Couldn't sing. Couldn't do a lot of shit. A person who legit didn't have initiative on life. And I'm sitting there. And I'm just like, no. This is the last thing I'm going to do. And before I had just this, because see, I have this and probably like two other actual knives. I have a butterfly knife. I got a regular knife, whatever. I had altogether probably like 12 knives. I have none of them anymore. I don't know where they are. I don't know if my dad still have them. I don't know if he gave them back to me and probably took them back. I don't even fucking know at this point. But I was like, never again. If it's not for protection purposes, I will never have one of these or use one of those or any of my other ones on myself. Because nobody in this town or that town or this state is fucking worth it. Hell, not even the state. No female. And I'm just saying female at this point because that's what this episode is about. No female to me anymore is worth me taking my life for. None of you. I don't care how that sounds. I don't care if that makes me sound like I got a big head and any of that bullshit. No. You are not worthy of me taking my life for. Especially when you treat me like I'm fucking nobody. When I give you what you want, plus more. And instead of you seeing the value in me, you go out and get somebody else who treats you worse. And then you just settle. Yeah, you get pregnant or you get married and then you're in a fucking shitty situation. Or how some of you, which I see a lot on my fucking Facebook page and shit like that, who I was with this person and they abused me verbally, physically, emotionally, and I got all this trauma and blah, blah, blah. At first, I was on your side. Now, no more. You want to talk about trauma? I got a lot. It is a lot of shit. It's a lot of skeletons in this closet that I don't tell a lot of people. But I'm bringing it to life on this podcast because I'm not letting her and I'm not letting anybody else from this day forward make me ever feel like I'm less than nothing, that I don't matter, and that I need to end my life. Life sucks as it is. I don't need someone else lying to me or trying to make me feel good, trying to spare my feelings and all this shit. No, you're not sparing my fucking feelings. You're lying to me. You're trying to make yourself feel good by telling yourself that, oh, well, you did the right. No, you didn't do the right fucking thing. The right thing would have been straight up with me from the go. But instead, you decided to try to play me. And I know she's not watching this, and I really hope she was. And if you are, go fuck yourself. I mean that with the most disrespect. Go fuck yourself. You might look good. You might have an ass. You might have this. You might have that. That shit will fucking fade and sag. You talk about how you might not see fucking 30. I hope it fucking happens. Better yet, no. I hope it doesn't fucking happen. And I hope you get in a fucking horrible relationship, whether it be with that same dude you're fucking on and off with, or with some other idiot from this fucking town and state who treats you like shit, who fucking verbally, physically, and emotionally abuses you to the point where you don't know who you are anymore. And I want you to see me. I want you to see me and go, damn, I should have never did him dirty. I should have stuck with someone who actually gave a shit about me, who actually gave me the time and effort and treated me like it just treated me like a person, not just a fucking object. That's what I want for you. See, I could sit here and just say I want you to die and I want you to do this. No. That's too easy. I want your life to be fucking hell. That's what I want. I want you to live to go through hell. Because, see, my life might not be the greatest right now. It may never be. I might be struggling for the rest of my life. I might not make it to bigger heights for DJing. Hell, it might be a point where I had to stop DJing and just work a regular job again. I would be fine with that. Because I know at least I'd be better off than being with somebody like you. Or being in your shoes. Now, there's a part of me who is like, oh, maybe I should just stop talking to white girls. Because that's been the obvious problem for most of me living here is most of the girls I talked to were white. But then there's going to be some of you be like, oh, well, that's racist and blah, blah, blah. Really? Let's get into that shit. We'll get into that and also a fucking cliche phrase that I said earlier about, oh, there's plenty of fish in the sea. Let's break that shit the fuck down. I'm a black man in fucking Kansas where apparently I'm not dark enough to be black. The way I talk makes me not black enough. The way I act doesn't make me black enough. The music I listen to, the way I think I said the way I dress, a bunch of shit. A bunch of different shit that doesn't make me black. So a lot of black girls, Mexicans, white girls, Asians, all that shit, don't fucking talk to me. So that's a lot of girls already out the fucking, out the ocean, out the sea or whatever. Apparently I'm too ugly to a lot of girls. Gone. Been told that shit a lot of my life. Probably since like 10 years old. Too fat, too ugly. Boom. Even though girls say they like dad bods, the fuck you don't. The fuck you don't. You don't like dad bods. You like mullets for some reason, but dad bods no. The ones that do, commend you. You already probably got a boyfriend and a husband or whatever like that. Cool. You're not a part of this equation. I hope you actually are happy. The actual women, not the females, the actual women who actually mean what they say and they do what they say. I hope you're actually happy. You're not a part of, I hope you're on my side with this. Because they actually grew up and was like, okay, I need to stop doing this dumb shit and actually find someone who actually meets the standards and shit I have. But for the rest of you females and dumb bitches and all the fucking scallywags and all that shit, when all the other fucking dumb offensive phrases I can think of that I just can't think of right now and can't say. Y'all fucking suck. But yeah, again, black. I'm black in fucking in Kansas, but apparently not black enough or shit like that. I'm not the stereotypical fucking black dude like fucking Migos or some shit like that. You know, I don't got fucking dreads or fucking gold teeth or talk like I'm fucking ghetto because I'm fucking educated. I'm fat, apparently ugly. So a lot of girls just like, eh. So yeah, they're all pushed out. Apparently I'm too tall for a lot of women out of there. Yeah, benefits being 6'5", not 5'6". Sorry, short guys. Not trying to attack you, but you're gonna catch a stray. So yeah, when people say there's plenty of fish in the sea, it's really not. Not at all. Oh, then to add to that, all the women who are in open relationships or poly relationships, yeah, take them out of there too, because I'm not a part of that shit. I'm not about that. There's one chick that I do want to fuck that's in one of those shits, but it's not worth it. And also, she doesn't give me the fucking time of day either. I actually saw her yesterday too, and even told her, I was like, I'm surprised you're fucking talking to me, because you never talk to me any other time. Hope you found your bracelet. Sorry if you didn't. But yeah, I even told her, I was like, I am surprised you're fucking talking to me right now, because you never do. I hit you up. I see you in person. You barely talk to me. And the last time I saw her, and she even said, I even told her, like, last time I saw you, you were just like staring at me. I was like, all right, I'm leaving you alone. She was like, well, yeah, because we were in a place in this loud music. And I was like, all I asked was, I didn't think this was your scene. And you just looked at me crazy. And I was like, all right, I'm leaving you alone. But anyway, yeah, the whole there's plenty of fish in the sea bullshit. It's not. It's really not. See, it's the shit is getting shallow. It's not as much in that sea that you think it is. Because a lot of people getting coupled up and getting married to people that they don't want to really fucking get married to, but it's just like, oh, fuck it, let's do it. And then they get divorced later down the line because they realize, oh, I didn't actually get to know this fucking crazy person. Then the fact, like I said, I'm black. You have no idea how many times I've been told girls don't want to date me because I'm black. And it's a lot. Another story. Here's another frosty treat for you. Girl named Rebecca. Met her on fucking one fucking site that used to be my it used to be my yearbook. Now it's something else right now. I can't think of what the fuck it is. But met her. She was cool. And at first she was like, oh, I'm really not trying to date anybody, this and blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right, cool. Like at least from that point, I was like, all right, at least I know ain't really shit gonna happen. But then we started hanging out more. And I'm like, serious, like hanging out. We were going on dates. She had 2 kids. And she had to do the whole thing of like, oh, my kids probably aren't gonna like you. She had a 6-year-old and a fucking 1.5-year-old. Her littlest one had like mental problem, was mentally disabled, and her oldest one didn't know how to fucking talk. Like, what do you probably like, what do you mean she couldn't talk? This girl had to literally go to like after school classes to learn how to talk properly because she sounded like she was talking like a 3-year-old. You like legit couldn't understand what the hell she was saying. So, like I said, we started hanging out more and more and more. It was either like it'd be me and her, or me, her, and her roommate and her kids, or me, her, and her kids. Shit like that. It was always different stuff. If she couldn't get a babysitter, it'd be like I'd go to her place. It'd be me, her, and the kids. When she did have a roommate, or when she didn't have a roommate, shit like that, we'd kick it. We kissed a couple times. We messed around once when she had moved up to Wichita, which I think she doesn't live. Well, I don't know if she lives here anymore or not. I don't really fucking care. But yeah, we messed around once, and I really can't even call it that because I don't know what the fuck happened. But my dick was just like, yeah, bro, I don't think it's gonna happen tonight. And I'm just like, fuck you. But I did what I could do and shit. Also, the fact that apparently she hadn't had sex for a while, and I was only like a few pumps in, and she fucking came. So girls can't say shit when it's like that. Like we probably had sex for like 2 minutes, like while I was trying to keep going, and then she came out of like nowhere. I was like, all right. So now when girls try to come up with that shit, being like, oh, when guys don't have sex for a while, they come fast. I'm like, yeah, it's the same thing with females too. But anyway, try to say like, oh well, that was something that we both needed. I'm like, girl, you like me. Just say you fucking like me. Like you wouldn't just like when you just have sex with somebody that you didn't fucking like or you didn't find fucking attractive. And I mean, like, I guess for girls, like if it's for money, I probably would, which I think a lot of y'all do. But this was somebody that hung out a long time. And yeah, I was trying to get with her at a certain point, and I knew she liked me, but she would never tell me why she didn't want to get with me. And so, again, back, again, Garden City. Garden City is a cause a lot of my problems, but back in Garden City, at the same fucking little riggedy sports bar, they try to make a club. And she's there. And I was like, hey, we gonna hang out afterwards and this and that. And she was like, oh, I'm with my boyfriend. And I'm like, what? She was like, yeah, I'm with my boyfriend. I'm like, that white dude? She was like, yeah. I was like, really? And I'm pissed because I was like, this entire time she keeps saying how she don't want a boyfriend. She's good on her own, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And what really makes me mad is like, I met her parents. Like, I met her mom, who was cool. I met her stepdad, white guy, cool as fuck. He was a Raiders fan and stuff like that. Hell, like they liked me. They would ask about me and all this stuff. Her oldest daughter would ask about me, like when I was gonna come over. Her youngest one, anytime I came over, always wanted me to pick her up. She'd be crying whenever Rebecca picked her up. Still be crying. When I pick her up, quiet. Head on my shoulder, laying there, quiet. Turns out, she tried to say that she didn't want to date a black guy because the other black guys in the town were trying to just either want to have sex with her or try to pimp her out. And I'm looking like, did I ever give you a clue or like ever a doubt to be like, oh, that's what I'm trying to do? I'm not the dude to try to be a fucking pimp at all. Sorry, I got a message. But I'm not the dude to try to be a fucking pimp for anybody. And two, I wasn't trying to use it for fucking sex. The fact that we had sex at one time, I was surprised. Because the entire time we were hanging out, like every time we were hanging out, I never made a move. I would flirt and shit like that, but it wasn't like I wasn't trying hard, nothing like that. We'd get drunk. I never went in for a kiss. I never like grabbed an ass, grabbed a titty, nothing like that. That's how far I went. I barely did fucking anything. And then come to find out, she didn't want to date a black dude because of some other black dudes. Which, I will say this, black people, you do fuck it up for a lot of us. So thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Because niggas just don't know when to just chill. But those are the things that I hate. Because just because another guy does something doesn't mean every guy's like that. And yes, I should feel the same way about women, that because I've been hurt by other women doesn't mean it's going to happen every time. Yes, I know somebody's saying that right now, and you are correct. But when it happens so fucking often, it's that guard that gets put up. And I understand why women have their guards up with a lot of guys, because you don't want to get hurt either. But when you try to make it seem like you're only talking to one person, but in reality, you got a bunch of dudes, not just the ones hitting you up like, hey, WYD, or you're so sexy, send me a pic, and all the other fucking 999 plus that's probably on your fucking Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and all that shit. The actual dudes that like you give fucking time to, you probably fucked with, or go out, or you go out on dates with because they pay, or you go out to drinks with because they pay, or any shit like that. That's the shit that I hate. Because you don't give a fuck, and you're just using them. In this situation, I thought it was someone who actually liked me for me. Actually, that's most of the fucking situation. It was someone that I thought that actually liked me for me. Finally. And find out some fuck shit. I'm saying that with Rebecca. I'm saying that with Katrina. I'm saying that with Teresa, who was the love of my fucking life. And till this day, I still fucking feel shit about. And now I'm saying it about fucking Victoria. Because shit could have been different if she just would have been fucking honest from the get-go. And I know some of you are being like, well, you'll probably find somebody later on in life, or you just got to be patient. I don't want to be patient. Why should I have to be patient? There's literally everybody else out here to get into fucking relationships and stuff. Why should I have to be patient? Even if it's not a relationship, just to fuck around with somebody. Why should I be patient? Why do I gotta wait for the right one and all this other dumb shit? Are you with the right person? All of you right now, are you with, if you're in a relationship, are you really with the right person right now? Because I bet you're not. You probably got with somebody because they were just there, they were convenient, y'all fucked for a while, and were just like, I like this, and just kept with them for as long as it's probably going to be, and then you're going to leave them. The marriage is a little bit different, depending on how you got married and how long you've been together and stuff like that. That's a little bit different, But some of y'all shit, even still, I've done a lot of weddings, and I've seen how people get down and shit. Some of y'all even fucking married are probably just like, you're here, I'm here, we got this shit going on. Do I really want to leave you? Excuse me, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I'll just try to fuck around sneakily, and maybe you won't find out. But if you do, let me save up some fucking money for this divorce. So that's why I hate when people say, oh, you gotta be patient. The right person's out there. You gotta be patient. There's plenty of fish in the sea. Is this? I'm like, no. No, it's not. It's really fucking not. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm hella special and shit like that. I'm not. I'm not that fucking special. I'm a regular fucking dude just trying to make it like everybody else. But I'm not out here doing dumb shit to try to impress a girl. Like I never do anything to try to impress a girl at all. I'll try to make a girl laugh. I'll try to have a conversation. I try to make you feel good. That's it. But I'm not out here fucking flashing money. I'm not out here trying to buy you crazy shit. Like, I'm just like, hey, you probably been through. Like, I'll put it like this, and I'll probably tell a girl this one day. Be like, hey, you look like you've been through some shit. Do you want to hang out with a guy like me who was nice, honest, and won't put their hands on you? That'd probably be the only way I'll ever probably find a chick, because she would just cling on me forever because I said that. And it's sad that I say that, and it's probably some of you being like, oh, I can't believe you would say that. It's probably some of you being like, damn, that does sound good. It is some of you women right now being like, damn, that actually does sound good. You know, he might not look like much, but if he can actually treat me right and won't tell me I'm a fucking fat piece of shit who needs to die and all this other stuff, even though I just kind of said to somebody else that he needed to, but they were being a bitch. But it just makes no fucking, I keep saying it makes no sense. And I don't want to say it's not fair, because nothing in life is fair. It's not. There are people fucking starving right now who lost their house and homes and shit. And then it's somebody fucking selling drugs, driving a fucking BMW down the damn street. Or, I'm sorry, no. I guess the car now is the fucking Dodge Chargers and Challengers with the fucking Hemi in it, trying to burn rubber and shit like that. So let me get that, because motherfuckers don't want to buy BMWs and fucking Mercedes and shit like that. They want to blow $40,000 on a piece of shit car that you gotta take to the dealership every time. Sorry. But yeah, like I said, I get that life isn't fair. I get that I'm not gonna get closure every time when I talk to a girl. Shit, the fact that I did what I did last night even shows growth. Because I could have yelled, said fuck you, made a whole scene, and then just walked out the fucking club. And I did want to leave. I wanted to leave so bad. And I didn't. Because again, I was like, if I would have left, she would win. And I'll be damned if I let anybody get a fucking victory over me. And some of you probably be like, well, she already won because she got with another dude. She got a small victory. Small. She got one thing over me. And that shit will never happen again. I promise. And if it does happen to me again, it's on me. I'm covering my bases for a lot of shit now, because I'm going through too much shit and too many fucking problems because of women. Hell, the girl I was talking about earlier when I was in college, fucking cousin put a gun up to my head. Didn't realize it was an actual real fucking gun. Didn't have fucking bullets in it, but didn't know it was a real fucking gun. So I almost got killed for pussy. So from this point, I'm just gonna fucking focus on me. Like I said, I was gonna be like, oh, just not talk to white girls anymore, cause y'all cause a lot of fucking problems. Y'all do a lot of fucking stereotypical dumb shit that I do hate. But no, I'm not gonna be that fucking ignorant of a person and base shit off a fucking experience. Cause there are a lot of white girls that I do kind of, they're cool, but I'm just gonna talk to nobody. No black girl, which black girls, a lot of black girls don't fucking like me anyway. But no black girls, no Mexican chicks who I'm really into, but probably aren't into me because y'all try to stick with the same race. Or with white guys because your family tells you to get with white guys. I know all about that shit. Nobody. Like, I'm done dating in this fucking state. I might just be done dating regardless. I'm not gonna fucking talk. I'm not gonna go up to anybody and try to talk to them. I'm not gonna have anybody fucking try to hook me up with anybody and shit like that. Be like, oh, they're a nice person. I'm like, no, I'm done. When it comes to being here in this town, I'm not saying shit to anybody. When I finally fucking move out this state, maybe I'll try to like go out there and talk to people. Even then, I'll put it like this. As of today, Friday the 13th, May 13th, 2022. I'm no longer going up to any female to try to talk to them, get to know them, any of that shit. I already got rid of fucking all my dating apps and shit like that a while back. If anybody wants to talk to me or want to get to know me, they have to come to me first. And I'm keeping it like that. I will just walk straight on by. If you can't come get my attention, if you like me, you know where to find me. You can hit me up. If you see me in the fucking club and you think I'm cute or whatever and this and that, you come up to me. I'm not coming up to you. Because I'm through with it. I'm done with constantly having to do all this work and get no reward for it. When I'm the one hella busy and got shit going on and still try to find time to see how your day is going or seeing how you are or trying to hang out and stuff like that, and you can't give me the fucking time of day, or when you see me in person, you act like you don't know me, or you bring another fucking guy and then try to tell me to be cool with it and shit like that. Or just think you're just hot shit and when you're really not and you're just boring as fuck. I'm done. I'm just fucking done. For those of you who are happy with who you got and shit like that, who you found, I hope your shit lasts. But if you're not happy, get rid of them. Find someone that makes you fucking happy. Because they say life is too short, but no, life is long. Life is long, depending on how you live. And you shouldn't have to be with someone who doesn't give a shit about you. And that goes for man and woman. Life is too long to deal with some of the shit that you gotta deal with. And the way shit is now, it's only gonna get worse when it comes to dating. Because no one has fucking common sense. They don't have a brain. They don't have logic. They don't have a personality. And honestly, the people that they look up to are the wrong people to look up at. And that is the podcast. Hope you enjoyed it. I think this is longer than the last one I did. I'm not entirely sure. I'll see on YouTube. But speaking of YouTube, like, share, and subscribe on the DJ Frostbite YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe to that. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at DJ Frostbite. I'm trying to get more friends and stuff on there. Also, you can catch any of my tweets and posts and everything like that in between. My Twitter game, I'm trying to get better on. I got shows coming up soon. You can catch me at China Bar the 28th. So like 2 Saturdays. Not sure what I'm doing tonight. I don't know, I'll probably get hit up by Kelsey to go DJ Bourbon Street probably. Shout out DJ Special K. I hope you're getting better. But I'm going to be going on tour with a rapper named Young Crooked. Shout out to you, bro. Be doing that June 2nd, June 3rd, and June 4th. We'll be in, I think it's Topeka. I can't remember all the. I know one is. I think it's like Topeka, Des Moines, and I think back in Wichita, I believe. That's coming up next month. Other than that, you can always catch me at Blue Nightclub Monday through Wednesday. Monday, I usually just messing around, doing some stuff. Tuesday, Turned Up Tuesday, you can catch me playing the bangers, Anna behind the bar. Mondays is Darren behind the bar. Wednesdays, open deck night. You can catch me there. Safari Chan, Rosie, if he decides to come when he's not streaming for 12 hours straight. That's the homie. And then plethora of other guys. Divine Waves, DJ Native, Super J, J Scratch. It all depends on who comes. Zap the DJ. All depends on who comes. I'm trying to get Famous Beats to come up there on a Wednesday. Trying to get him on this podcast because that's gonna be a fun one. Also gonna be doing something with I don't know what your rapper name is, dude, but Isaiah Black, I think it's his name. I trying to do something with him. Trying to get him on the podcast too because he asked me to be on it. My bad, notification. But trying to get more people on as guests on this podcast, so it's not just me talking for over an hour and a half, stuff like that, and actually have decent conversation with people. I'm pretty sure I saw a lot of people like when I had Lace on here, considering the fact that he's way more popular. Try to get more of my friends, or even not friends, just people that I know on here, so we can talk about how much we hate certain parts of life. I have a couple friends who are in theater, stuff like that. They're actors and actresses, and they could talk about how. Oh shit! Shout out to Three Fingers. He said he'll be on the podcast. I'm gonna get you on here soon, man. I'm trying to get back on your podcast again because that shit was fun. We can talk about this same topic on your podcast with the guys, with the crew. Also, shout out to Austin Shoemate. I hope I'm saying that one right too. Check out his podcast, but check out DJ Three Fingers. Name is Kyle Holly. The All Points podcast. That shit is funny. I did 2 episodes of his podcast a couple months ago, but his podcast is hella funny. The Austin Shoemate and Aaron Underwood's podcast is hella funny. It's informational, stuff like that. You get a big behind the scenes about different local artists in town. You know, it's a lot of people here doing a lot of big stuff. Terrence Hayes, he has a podcast. Definitely got a lot to talk about. Oh yeah, we do that. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Are y'all DJing over at the park again today? Because I'll definitely swing by. I'm over here having a conversation on the podcast with him. But I hope everybody understands where I'm coming from with this. It's not I'm not trying to have this as like a woman bashing thing, because I do appreciate a lot of women. But at the same time, as men and women, we both need to do better. You know, we all say what we want, and then we don't actually do it. You know, and there's a lot of women who they say they want something, and then when they finally get it, they don't appreciate it. And that's why I wanted to do this, because it felt like I wasn't being appreciated. And it also felt like I was doing something wrong. And I know I should never feel that way. I know who I am. I know how I treat people. And I know I could be that something for somebody. But also at the same time, with experience, and all the shit I've gone through, it doesn't feel like I'll ever meet that right person. And it's not being negative, it's being real. And on that note, it has been real. Again, that is the Negative Degree Podcast. Probably the next episode will be possibly Sunday, maybe Monday. Try to do it around the same time. I'm getting a little bit better at picking a decent time to do this. But if there's people that can't make the podcast or something like that, I always have it on YouTube. Or even if you're like, hey, you might try to do it earlier in the day, a little bit later in the day, something like that. Let me know. Like I said, leave a comment on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. I'll probably try to leave a link to everything, or I'll even post it on my Facebook page, so where everything you can find me at. And a matter of fact, because I need to do a better overlay, I'll have all my stuff at the bottom of my overlay. But as you can see in the corner, that's how you spell it. You can find me. It's not that hard. You see this face. Hey. But it is time to go, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately. Fortunately, it's time to go. As I talked about on the last podcast, I haven't eaten anything today. And I'm probably going to finish the rest of this. So, you all take care. Have a good rest of your day. And stay negative. Goodbye.